Hello everybody. I am not working on the boat today. I am preparing for Hurricane Irma. I'm not very excited about it. It's going to be very bad. I live in Fort Lauderdale. It looks like it could go straight through here, Category 4 hurricane. I've been in Hurricane Wilma, which went straight through here. I was a Category 2, almost a 3, and that was not a good situation. So this one looks even worse. But I have animals and I can't leave, and it's almost, from what I've read, that the highways are jammed and gas stations are out of gas and there's nowhere to go. Besides, if I left, I'd have to go to Georgia, and there's no hotels. So I've decided to stay. So I'm going to give you a little video of what I got to do, and I'll follow up with another video. Unfortunately, this is not working on the boat. I wish I was working on the boat. You can see the boat back there. I'm going to put it up in the garage. We're not supposed to have major flooding, but wind. If we were having some flooding, I'd probably consider trying to keep the boat afloat, but that's not the case. Let me give you an idea. I live in an older house. We think it was built in the 1930s, but it's pretty solid. We have a new roof. It's about 2 years old. It's been hurricane compliant. We have shutters. Now, people tell me that these clamshell type shutters are actually very good. So I'm gonna start putting them down. This one's open. That one I've already closed. This is a Bahama shutter, or Bermuda shutter. People call them both. I've read that they're very good as well. Now, this house was outfitted for shutters for all the windows and doors, but somebody that lived here previous to me took some of the shutters, so I have no shutters for any of these windows. All this, I'll have to put plywood up. I've got my plywood. I cut it all at work the other day. No shutters. You can see I got a Bahama shutter here, which I'm going to be closing, and what they do is they close down. There's a hole right there, and it bolts in to the screws down in there. I've got another Bahama shutter back here I'm going to be closing. I've got gable vents, and I read that they should be covered up, so I'm going to screw some plywood over top of those. I've got a screened-in patio. I'm going to clean off the roof. One of my concerns is my power lines run through these trees, and they're not major trees, but they're enough to knock my power lines down. So I'm going to probably trim a couple of those these are Eureka palms. I'll trim those down, the ones that are leaning towards the lines, at least if I can. I don't want to already knock my power down by doing something stupid, so I'm going to look into that, try to figure out what I can do over there. I'll walk around the other side. I've yard preparations. I've cleaned up the yard. I'm going to have to tie up my garbage cans. I'll tie them up to the fence. I'll have to put the barbecue inside. All the umbrellas are going to be going into the garage, the chairs. One thing I do have is I have a 55-gallon drum. Catches rainwater. There's my little contraption, and it's great because you can use it for at least flushing your toilets, because after hurricanes, a lot of you won't have water anymore, electricity and water. So that will allow me to at least flush the toilet for a good while. 55 gallons of water. I'm gonna empty out one of those recycle bins over there and let it catch rainwater as well, because that's like 60 some gallons of water I can use for even washing your hands and stuff, maybe even washing clothes. So we'll go around here. This is the back side of my house. Got a shutter there. I just closed that one. I've got a little window back there by the bathroom I got to cover up. I'm going to go up on the roof and clean off as much debris as I can and trim whatever I can away from the roof. Unfortunately, I've got a lot of large trees around me, and some of them are native to Florida or native to areas where they're prone to hurricanes. So palm trees typically fare well in hurricanes. But this big Royal Poinciana, it's a brittle tree and it seems to break pretty easy, but the branches are fairly light, so I'm hoping it doesn't cause me any problems. I do have a separate building on my property, and it's a laundry room. It's the only concrete structure on the property. It has a hurricane compliant roof. It has a reinforced door. So that is at least one plus. If things start getting bad, at least we can get in there and hunker down in there. Probably bring the animals in with us. That's why we're not leaving. We have too many animals. We've got 2 dogs and 4 cats, and driving in traffic with 2 dogs and 4 cats is not going to be easy. I've got plywood for the garage windows. I'm going to be taking down this tarp. I've got awnings. I might leave that awning. In the end, it's probably worth taking it down, because if the wind catches it, it's just going to rip it right off the building and cause more damage. I've got an awning above my front door. I'll probably remove the canopy, which is not fun to do. I'll just cut the ropes and redo it. Now this is the canopy that I'm not looking forward to dealing with. It's got a lot of rope. I'll just end up cutting all the rope. I've never taken this canopy off, but I think it's worthwhile. And that's my plan. I'll give you guys a video after I've got everything all taken apart and taken down. I wish I could say I was working on the boat, because that's a lot more enjoyable than doing this. Anyway, it's Thursday, and the storm should be hitting Saturday sometime, and the worst of it will be through Sunday. So I'll try to take some videos during the storm as well. Oh, one last thing, I got to get up on the roof and secure my chimney cap, because it just sits up on top. It's not really secured up there. And that's it for now. Thanks for watching.